Minecraft's newest update, 1.9 the Combat Update, was released a little less than a month ago. So now it's time to see what the best and the worst of Minecraft 1.9 is. So, let's go. As for the rules, I'm not limiting anything from the list. If it's a minor change that I enjoy, it will be on the list. And as usual, this is my opinion, so please do not be too judgmental. These are also in no particular order. The best. Shields, dual wielding, and the attack speed changes. These new features add a lot of new mechanics for PvP. Dual wielding adds new combat strategies, shields add new defensive strategies, and the attack speed changes allow for more intuitive combat. On a side note, I really love these changes. They add so much more depth to PvP, which was very boring before. The End City and the Shulker. The End City is a very interesting change. It adds new loot and new exploration, which is something I want more of in Minecraft. It also expands the End, which is not a bad thing. The Shulker is an interesting mob. It's a very easy fight, but if you're careless, it can get you killed. The Ender Dragon changes. The Ender Dragon fight pre-1.9 was laughably easy, especially if you had really good gear. The changes now make Minecraft's big boss way more difficult and way more fun. New boats. Do I even have to explain myself? This was such a long overdue change, and I'm very happy that it's been finally added to Minecraft. The End City wouldn't be on this list if it weren't for the Elytra. The Elytra is easily the best addition in Minecraft 1.9. It's such an amazing item which you can have so much fun with, and it's a great final reward. Spectral arrows and status arrows. These changes again make PvP way more interesting, but this time, instead of hand-to-hand combat, it's ranged combat. Do you use the spectral arrow and get constant knowledge on where your opponent is at? Or do you use the status effect arrow and have special bonuses when you fire your arrows? The skeletal trap. In case you don't know what the skeletal trap is, it's a very interesting feature. When you're in a thunderstorm, if you're walking at night, lightning can strike a skeleton and a skeletal horse will appear. Now, I love the fact that skeletal horses can now spawn and can be obtained, and it's always fun to see a mob riding another mob. Purple blocks and the End Stone. I always love new blocks. It always gives builders new opportunities for buildings and new ideas. Lingering potions. Lingering potions is again another great addition to PvP. But what I also like about it, it actually gives you another reason to defeat the Ender Dragon. Now, again with the PvP changes, it's a great addition, especially if it's group PvP. Massive AoE damage or healing that stays for a bit. I personally haven't tried it in PvP yet, but I am very interested to see what this will do with PvP. The new enchantments, Mending, Luck, and Frostwalker. I like these new changes. Mending gives tons of new uses for XP, especially after you've enchanted a lot of your stuff. Luck is also good for looting dungeons, and Frostwalker, my favorite change, is great for getting to the Guardian and crossing oceans. Chorus fruit and beetroot. I really don't have an opinion on these foods, but I always say to myself it's always good to have new food sources and new stuff you can add to your farm. New sounds. Sounds is something that Minecraft really didn't have enough of, and I'm really glad that they added new sounds and fixed up a few other sounds, which, by the way, sound great. The Dragon Head. This is just such a cool addition, and I cannot express how much I love this. The new HUD changes, proper support for multiple bosses, and the new status effect HUD. I love these changes. It's a great quality of life changes, and it's something that a lot of mods gave to you, and I'm really happy that normal vanilla Minecraft will do this for you now. And finally, the new command blocks. It will be very interesting to see what these new command blocks will do for redstone engineers and map makers. I'm not a redstone genius myself, but I'm really interested to see what the new command blocks will do for these types of people. And now for the worst changes. The inability to dual wield swords. I think Mojang missed out on this feature. I feel as though this would be a very interesting mechanic that a player could play around with. A sort of high risk, high reward type playstyle. Normally, you use your dual wielding spot for a shield, for defense, or a bow for more range. Instead of getting defense or range, do you substitute those for more offense? I don't know, I feel as though this would just be a great mechanic that skilled PvP players could utilize. There'd be good ways to balance this. Multiple swords don't do the same amount of damage. I don't know. I just feel as though Mojang missed out on this. The golden apple nerfs and being uncraftable. I feel as though this was just so unnecessary. Gold was used for nothing, and it would take a lot of time to mine 72 gold for a god apple. And if you ask me, I think that was a great reward. Now, there's no use for gold, and I want there to be uses for gold. Sorry, Mojang, that was just so unnecessary. The skeleton changes. These changes are just so frustrating to deal with. Once you get up close to them, they keep running away and keep shooting you, and you're just like, let me hit you, come on. The increased amount of strongholds. I feel as though this ruins the fact that the end is a very hard dimension to get to. I liked it how there was only 3 to 4 strongholds. It made the end feel limited. You can't get to it. It's very hard to get there. But 10 is just way too much and makes it more easy. Well, that's my opinion for the best and the worst of Minecraft 1.9. Overall, it was pretty good, but I want to know what you guys think. Tell me what your favorite things of 1.9 are and what your least favorite things of 1.9 are. And also tell me what you think about these types of videos. I'm planning on doing way more of them in the future. And of course, be sure to like and subscribe. Until next time, goodbye.